So I am here with two long-term companies, but we are quite new in this domain, not on the data management or the information management, but in the implementation of platforms or softwares to help you on the data management. We are Nageru. We are a Spanish company that was born 4 years ago, but we have been developing the platform that I'm going to show you. And also, I would like to explain you how we are using the e-archiving specifications in our main goals that are scalability and interoperability between systems. So the idea of using e-archiving was on the very beginning of the system, what I am going to speak about. So the idea of e-archiving was mostly in the first designs of what we are presenting here. So Nageru Hive is our service platform. It's a platform to acquire, interpret, process, get any kind of data, so in a service model. So the idea of Nageru Hive is also being flexible as much as possible. So there's no preservation button. We don't have that because we need to adapt the system to the needs of each of our customers. So these adaptations comes with a change of services. The system is implemented in a microservices architecture, so we can link different services in the system through a chain that provides the highest value on the data management. So this is not a preservation platform, but a wider perspective data management software. The idea or the first thoughts on this kind of platform was born trying to accommodate or trying to solve European Space Agency Copernicus program long-term archiving needs. So the scalability and the performance was also in the very first thoughts of our architecture design. So the platform adapts quite dynamically to the high dynamic and high demand environments. So you don't know if the data is coming at the early in the morning or late at night or all of a sudden. So the system itself scales and performs depending on the data needs. So it's also thought in that way. Not only in the matter of power or computing efficiency, but also on the cost efficiency. The system was born as a cloud service, but now we are implementing in different countries that are present here on-prem solutions as well. So we are playing in both environments because in some cases our customers have security needs that cannot go on the cloud, so we need to move the software and the efficiency to the on-prem environments. So those are the main features. And also, we try to hide some of the complexity of the data management processes. So we are, the team of Nageru has been working with documents and for, I don't know, 25 years. We are getting older. So the point is that we are applying all this experience to this kind of problems. So this is Nageru Hive. That is the system that we are providing. For what are we thinking on use Nageru Hive? There are many different use cases. Many of our customers are using us as information gateway. So there are systems that don't talk one to each other, but need to share information. So we, in a way, we are in the middle, getting information from one and sending information to another. So we are kind of, as I said, gatewaying the information that needs to be shared between different processes. One of the key features of Nageru Hive is the automation. Our colleagues here and many of the presenters today has spoken about the high number of files, the big amount of data. That's impossible to manage manually. So the motto in our system is to automate as much as possible. So to provide transformation tools, extraction tools, interpretation tools that can handle different kinds of data and can automate the data processing process. Of course, we can use Nageru Hive to do digital preservation, not only on the OIS part, that is kind of, I won't say easy, because it's not easy, but it's known, but on the first part, that is the harvesting of the information. We are focusing on avoiding that the sources of information need to change too much to adapt to us. The idea on Nageru Hive is to provide adaptation tools to allow to comply to our standards, to our archiving standards, but without interfering or without making them to modify their own processes. So we try to extract the information as it is and then transform it in the way we need. Also, in this kind of environment with high volumes, high complexity, the application of AI tools, artificial intelligence to discover information, to classify automatically, to get new metadata, etc., it's also in the part of a part of Nageru Hive. So these microservices, this chain of services, can also include this automatic classification or this feature extraction. So that's kind of something that we also can use. As I said before, we are certified for high demand environments. We are processing 10 terabytes per day with thousands or millions of documents in some cases. So the structure of the system is allowing us to provide this kind of tools. And the final thing, we can also be used as a unified access tool because we can get information from external systems and present it in a unified way. So you cannot, you don't need to have several portals or several tools accessing different systems, but we can use Nageru Hive also for this unified access. For what we have used e-archiving, we have used two of the main tools that e-archiving is providing. First, the specification of the packages. We are using ARP, DIP, and SIP. So we are producing SIP packages, but also storing AIP or producing the IP packages in e-archiving formats. One of the things that our customers are requiring us is to integrate us in RODA, for example, environments. They are using RODA as the final preservation tool, but they need to enhance the information, or they need to harvest the information to put it in RODA or in Archivematica. So our idea is to be as much agnostic as possible. So we can store the data, of course, we can preserve the data in our own system, but if you have already something in place, we can connect with that. That's the interoperability that eArchiving is giving us. So we are taking advantage of using eArchiving on this interoperability thing. So we already have examples of integration either with Archivematica and RODA, but also we are using similar environments to connect with document management systems or CRMs, etc. So again, information is shared quite transparently. So the idea around this is also being very flexible in the way you manage your data. Even you can have something in RODA and something in our site. So we are providing now a project in Lithuania that are using Archivematica as their long-term preservation, and they are using us as a short-term archive. So that's mixing the both environments. We can produce DIPs automatically. As you ingest the data, we can put these hexagons in the chain of services, but we can also produce DIPs by request. When the customer asks for some certain information, we can deliver DIPs on that user request. So for us, the main advantage of using eArchiving is to comply and have this interoperability between systems. And the second part we have used widely in our projects is the type specifications. We have used SITS ERMS for the record management or describing records. We have implemented SITS ERMS in several projects. It's quite complex, I would say, but it's useful to be able to describe this kind of complex environments. We are also using eArchiving for databases. Many of the presenters today have spoken about that. We have gone a bit further, and Sylvia this morning have asked for a particular functionality that we have added to eArchiving, that is to describe not only the data, but also the use that we are doing or we are using the database. So we have implemented an open source language that can be used together with eArchiving to describe the queries, the data access that you do with the databases. With both of them, we can get database agnostic access without having the original RDBMS engines to the certain queries that are being used within the system. So together with eArchiving, also with this language that is open source, is available in the GitHub site, so we can provide the full context of the database. So that's something that we are doing. And also we are automating that process. Discovering the use of the database can be challenging, I would say. You need to know very well how the system is built, but we are trying to extract as much information as possible in an automatic way. Then you can select what you keep, but we are providing you automatically this kind of information. As you can see there, we have these hexagons. These are representation of these microservices that I spoke before. And then we have also the SITS ERMS over there. The benefits, mostly what my colleagues here have said. The interoperability features in nageru Hive is key. So having a standard like eArchiving is key for us. This standard compliance is allowing us also to connect with different systems. The support has been very positive from eArchiving group. We have been working quite together. We are also working on the IDAS 2.0 implementation. We are not as advanced as Dogbite, like Frederick has said, but we are on the way. We are participating on the standardization programs, etc. So our goal is to be certified as soon as possible. So the challenge is there. And we are trying to allow our customers to avoid the migration issues. You can use AIPs directly from other systems into nageru Hive or our AIPs in a different system. So I know that migration is a pain, so we are trying to avoid that pain also with nageru Hive.